So another question that I get often is, how often should I apply my essential oils? And that really is a great question. Now, there isn't just one pat answer for this question. Everybody is a little bit different, and depending on the severity of your symptoms, you may need to apply a little more often than if you just have mild symptomatology and your body just needs a little extra support. But let me give you a couple examples so that you can better navigate this yourself. So if I'm not feeling well, obviously I'm not going to be able to take a whiff of Thieves or Purification and feel better instantly. I think there is a misconception a little bit when it comes to essential oils that people hear how effective they can be for body support, especially during a time of illness. And when individuals get their essential oils and do apply them when they're experiencing sickness, they are disappointed when they don't feel better instantly, or if they're cold, or their runny nose or whatever isn't gone the next day. And that's completely normal. Sometimes you might feel that applying your essential oils may ward off sickness, and other times you are just going to get sick. It's just a part of life. It's a part of the way our bodies and our immune systems function. So don't be discouraged if you do get sick. And you do have to be a little bit more proactive when you're using essential oils for illness, rather than just, popping a pill or something once a day to alleviate your symptoms. So generally, I like to apply every hour or so if I'm in a period of sickness or when I'm really not feeling well. I mean, that could be putting some on the bottom of your feet. It could be putting some essential oils on your chest if you've got a cough or something like that, or putting some oils on your throat if you're not feeling well that way. Often is better when you're experiencing sickness. It will help your body hopefully move through things a little bit more quickly than if you were using nothing at all, or if you were just using more conventional products. So it's, like I said, it's not going to be necessarily kicking your cold or anything else out instantly, just because that's not a realistic view of how our bodies even function. But hopefully you'll at least move through your illness a little bit more quickly if you're using your oils consistently. Now, for something like head tension that you're experiencing, now that your use of essential oils may depend on how severe that tension is. So if you really do just have some really uncomfortable pain, you may need to apply a few times before you get the relief that you're looking for. Sometimes you may only need to apply an oil once, and that's it, and your headache's gone, and that tension is disappeared, and that's great. And that's happened to me many, many times. There are other times where you may need to come back and reapply 20 minutes later, so that your body can more effectively deal with some of the symptoms that you're experiencing. So it is not uncommon to have to apply an oil more than one time to get the desired result. Please don't be discouraged if you try something one time and find that it doesn't work. Your body just may need a little bit extra support that way from the oil. You can also use your diffuser this way too. A lot of times if I have an issue, I like to kind of use my oils in several ways. So I may apply topically, and then I may also put the same oil or a different oil in my diffuser to also help that way. And if I'm experiencing very acute symptoms, like if I am experiencing a lot of illness, then maybe I would put a drop or two of essential oil in a capsule and take internally to do that way too. Now, if I am taking an essential oil internally for illness, if I was doing Thieves or something that way, I also like to follow that up with a good probiotic. Just because you need to keep in mind that while essential oils are certainly very, very safe and we have that quality assurance from Young Living, they are very, very powerful. And they really can knock out the yuckiness that's going on in our body. But we also want to be aware that it could knock out some of the good bacteria that our body creates also. So flooding your body with good bacteria via a probiotic is always helpful if you do choose to use your essential oils internally during a time of illness. I hope that helps answer your questions a little bit.